Okay, thank you, Claire, for your presentation. I'm here with Alexander Balzan. We are friends since 2008 at the university. He's doing his PhD internship in El Afoniso Seco in tourism. And he's also helping us a lot during the Eco Week for the preparation, the application for projects, not only for BMed, also for a water kiosk that we are planning to get with cold water, hopefully. This time we're going to present the project, but before we start, I want to tell you, 2 days ago, Henry showed me an image that it was like an internet joke, let's say, and it was like someone in a shop, inside a shop, asking for, hello, can you please give me a plastic bag? And they were holding a fish, and they say, here you are. And I would think that was powerful. It was powerful, and it's basically the summary of our project. Like, I could even just finish now and you understood everything, but we will give you some details. So please, Alex, explain a bit more about this.
Well, first of all, I would like, as this is the first time that I can address to the public, to say hello to Enrico and to thank him for preparing all this wonderful event, and thank you for all of you for being here listening to this project. And being part of this project that we presented, we worked in December for many days to present this project to be met. And yes, as Katerina said, there is like this, it's like only the best way to show the impact of this process is when you think the reality of where the plastic goes. And Jana told us this morning on her presentation that they discovered now that we have plastic in our bodies, inside of us, and our cells, and maybe in our brain. They're doing studies to check on that. And yes, when we heard that microplastics are present on the stomach of some sea animals, it's terrifying. But now that we have that, we as humans, we are also having microplastics inside our cells, so it's even more preoccupying. So even more worrying, sorry. But now we are presenting small solutions because we understand that even the island is small, we cannot come with a big impact to make huge changes at once. We need to make little changes one by one, so people can start to understand, the locals can start to understand the importance of making these little changes. So we presented this plastic bag-free project to be met in order to show the locals the importance of changing the way we consume plastic bags. And this project, we thought about it many times, and including we added after the presentation something that was great, thanks to BMed again, because they don't only provide the resources, they also make a group of experts, so including people that had been funded before, so they can transfer some knowledge. So, and this is not the first project that is being funded by BMed like this. So they let us have all the knowledge of previous experiences, and we use some of that information in order so our project is even better. So we're going to bring, as Katerina has been telling you all this day, this is a very good example of reusing materials. We're going to use recycled fabrics, but we just don't want to provide the bags for the recycled bags to the people. We want that the people from El Afonisos can learn how to prepare and how to make their own tote bags. So it will give you even more engagement with the process, because it's my own bag. I made my own bag. You have seen, or you may not have seen the big problematic that we have here in El Afonisos with the Scupidia, with the garbage. We all know Simos, we all know Panagia, we all know the Limani, the port and all this area, which is beautiful. But this is also the reality of the island. If we go up the mountain, we're going to see this, and trust me, what you're seeing is not everything. It just is a little part of what you're going to find of hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of plastic bags and rest of garbage in the middle of the island. So if we want to think about sustainability, not only ecological sustainability, if we want to think of the sustainability of the island itself, and I'm going to say it, economically, this cannot be happening anymore. We need to solve this urgently, and that baby step that we were taking now is making these changes. I'm sorry, Katerina, in the previous picture, you can see the bags flying. I mean, we take all the garbage, or the people here take all the garbage up to the mountain, and the bags with the wind, as you can see here, it's very windy, they blow away. So where are they going again? To the sea. They're going again to the beaches, etc. So this is a very big problematic that we have here, not only in Elafonisos, but in many islands in the Mediterranean.
Actually, regarding this, last week we received an email from a tourist here in the island. It was a family, and it was the second time they were visiting the island for vacation, and they sent us an email on Elafonisos Eco, saying like probably we are one of the first wave of tourists the season, but we found, and they sent us the pictures, a dead turtle in the beach, and around it was full of plastic. So they mentioned in the email that probably that was the reason the turtle died. And this is tragic. This is tragic because it's the humans that are killing the turtles. It's just a small report from a tourist that he was interested in that, because he couldn't just walk around and do anything else, right? But this project gives us hope, because this is something that it's supposed to be already forbidden in the European Union, the plastic bags. It's supposed that everybody should accomplish this already, but it sounds super simple, like this project, to reduce plastic bags, but it's not simple, because if we don't start from the basics, how can we achieve the rest? So I will...
Yeah. Well, yes. This is the expectations and the reality of the island, unfortunately. Something that we see and the pictures in the social media, but the reality is the picture that you're seeing here with all this garbage. And there is also information that has been published in some articles where we see that here in Greece, the people of Greece consume more plastics on average than the rest of the European Union countries. So it's even difficult to address these kind of problems when you know that the culture of the people is carrying plastic bags all the time. So we just want to make these little changes, as Katerina is saying, so we can have a little reduce in these numbers, but it's not going to be easy. We know it, but we're going to work with the community for this. Okay, so in this case, yes, the Greek people consume around 300 plastic bags per person per year, and as I'm telling you, this is above the average of the rest of the European countries. And sadly, the majority of those bags will end into the sea, because there is no correct way of disposing these bags, specifically when we're speaking of islands. So the objective of our project was to create a solution for this problematic that we do. And in this way, we're going not also to provide the bags, not also to create and to ensemble the bags here in the island, but also to have educational programs so we can address the people and we can work with the people so they're conscious of the changes and why are we making these practical solutions.
Actually, I think this is the biggest challenge because calling a supplier of bags to give it to the people, it's not complicated. Paying them is not complicated. Bringing to the island is not complicated, but making people use it properly, it is complicated. So education is one of the biggest challenge in this program, in this project, because as you can see, and I mentioned before, I don't see any local here. And that's what we want to do, to bring them with us. So the best solution is to include them in the solution. So in that case, we would like to have the bags in two different ways. We will offer the bags like the previous that Stefan showed to us, that is not one single-use plastic, is to reuse it, and it lasts 2 years, probably even more. For the locals, we will give to every local one big, so they can go supermarket and they can fit everything there. And for the tourists, we will have fabric cotton bags with fabric waste from 2 partners, and also we are going to produce them here with some locals, so they can actually produce it and sell it even to Neapoli, to Sparta. They can have a business with that. And it's going to be reused, including local communities, and is going to kind of help us to solve the situation. Of course, it needs to have like a future plan, so we can keep it and not in long term, because this is also a challenge. And we are planning to have education plans, and out of the shops they're gonna have these wooden boards, because it doesn't make sense if it was a sticker in plastic, right? So this it was made because in Greece we have a lot of fires during the summer. There is an area that the name is Evia, and they had a huge fire the last 2 years, 2 years ago, sorry, and they still have a lot of trees that they are burned. So, but in the inside, they still okay. You can still use the wood. So this was made one of these burned trees. So I think this is also very beautiful to tell, because this is reuse something that was burned by nature. Okay.
Just to continue with this, once the shops got the sign, they will stop providing plastic bags. They are prepared for that, and they will give every person from Elafonisos the first bag. So when they go for shopping, they know that now there is a solution. And after that, if they forget, they will have another one. So we have prepared this already. But the idea is like, as they say, siga, siga, slowly, slowly, they can adapt to these solutions. But we also include the tourists on this program, because the problem is not only the local people. Of course, we have also a concern with the tourists. So we're going to provide the tourists also when they arrive to the island, specifically with the hotels. For people who's going to stay inside the island, we're going to provide them as well cotton bags. So when they go shopping or they want to go take something from the hotels, etc., they can use these bags. Something, as I was telling you, something very beautiful that we got from this community that BMed has with the other funded projects is that in another example where they apply this kind of projects, they told us you can put in the port like a container, so the people, the tourists, that when they're going to leave the island, if they want, they can leave the bag. So and a future tourist, when they come, they can reuse these bags. For us, it's also like a type of souvenir. If they want to take it, I mean, we want the bag to be beautiful, so if someone wants to take us as a souvenir from the island, it's great. But if you're conscious and you want to reduce, then we can dispose a place where the people can give it back. Of course, we check that it's clean, etc., and then we can reuse it.
So yeah, as you can see, we will start with 4 shops, hopefully to have more shops join us during the process. We will have 15,000 for the tourists in cotton, because this is a huge problem in the tourism season. We have 400 people during winter, but it could be 6,000 during summer. So it's very huge difference, and they leave a lot of plastic, not only bags, also bottles and so. But the idea is to have, it was a very nice, I think that BMed create this community and listen from others. And they gave us this idea to have at the port something they can let, so you can use it again. I think it's wonderful, because also cotton bags are not a super solution, still reduce the plastic, but it's not the best idea. So, but is for now, it's what we can start. So while we educate and so, and then the idea as well is to make the locals participate, and hopefully in the next Eco Week we can give you more results. We can tell you the experience, how it was, and I hope next year when you are here, you can also take your souvenir bag with you.
Another great thing with this project is that, as I was telling you, the project is full of different educational programs. That is not only like conferences it's something that we have to do very closely with the communities, and of course with aid of social media, and of course with the aid of some graphics, etc., because that's the way now we have to speak to the people. But again, this project is also part of a master plan that we have to say it in Enrico's mind. This master plan that Enrico has been trying to develop and to present in different parts, so we can have a better island for 2030. So this is just one little piece of this big puzzle, and we hope that with the aid and with the help of other organizations, including the Dimargio of the municipality of Elafonisos and other places, we can achieve most of these projects, or I hope all of these projects, because it's all of them for the benefit of the people of Elafonisos, and this is why we are doing all this.